Hello everybody, welcome back to another video and cheers. I'm just taking a little break to film a video for you, and today I want to talk about something that I always underestimated, and that is really the power of supporting your brain through your body. And I want to tell you how I do that. So mental health for me is something that is not just something I contemplate on. It really has to do with being in your body. And the more you focus on grounding into your body, that helps a lot with stabilizing your mental health, because a lot of us don't feel safe in our body. So when we take action to feel safer in our body, we can also actually utilize the physical body to do so. So for example, you could say you're gonna go for a walk every day, no matter how long. Just getting started is already super powerful. So I remember when I first started on going on daily walks, I started with like 10 minutes, because honestly, I can only recommend you to have realistic goals that you can actually enjoy and put into your day and have like a feeling of a little bit of success. Sorry for the noise. When you start doing that and you even just walk 5 to 10 minutes, you will already feel like, check, I got something amazing done today for myself. And this is something that supports you. So that's really powerful, like best in a park or in nature. I mean, you've seen my other videos, so you know I love walking in the forests and in nature, and that helps me ground a lot. So that is something that feels really grounding to me, and that I can only recommend. If you're living in a city, maybe there's an alley or a park that you can, walk through. That's super nice. And just looking at the trees, maybe not even listening to music, but just being with the sounds that are around you, really being with your senses and smelling and looking into the nature and to pieces of either grass or the trees and the branches and the leaves. And then also, another thing I do is just standing, and if there's the sun coming, just enjoying a few minutes or few moments of the sun in my face, with eyes open, with eyes closed. Especially in the morning, it's super powerful. And that helps me sort of connect to the world around me. Even if you're living in a city, there are always some pieces of nature that you can get in, looking at the sky, looking at the sun, taking in the sun rays, on a walk, touching a tree. It really helps if you sort of, start very slowly in the morning, so that your frequency is connected to the earth and you make an actual effort. For example, if you have at home wooden floors, then I would recommend to walk bare feet or stand on the ground and take a few deep breaths, and imagine to take the breaths from underneath your feet, like from the wood all the way to the top of your head, and release it again into the wood. And that really helps to connect with some natural materials, to the grounding. What's also really good is if you have from the coffee, like the grains, or even olive oil and salt, and you give yourself a scrub in the shower. That's really powerful, because you're kind of waking up your body, and you will you bring movement into your lymphatic system, your blood flow, and it wakes up the body, which is, helps you to feel your body, connect to your body. A lot of us overeat because the sensation of like the full stomach often gives us the feeling of, oh, I'm grounded, I'm held into the body. Yeah. When we're craving heavy foods, that's often a sign that we feel maybe ungrounded or overworked, overwhelmed, burnt out, and we just need to be in the body and settle and relax. Yeah. So see that as a signal that you need to get into your body. And often we think like these kind of things, like overeating and so on, no judgment, I've been there, help us be in our body, but there are ways that are way more supportive, than basically just, filling yourself up maybe with food that doesn't actually support you, because what you put into your body really matters, because it's your fuel. Imagine for a car, you wouldn't put whatever gasoline or electricity into the car, but you would put vegetable oil, or you put Coca-Cola or whatever into the car. The car wouldn't go. So imagine yourself, your body, like if you put something into your body that actually stops your machine instead of making it move. That's really powerful too, when you actually see, oh, if every day I start my morning with a burger, with I don't know what, I'm not judging at all. Everybody's body is different. Everybody needs something different. So as I always say, figure out what that means to you, what supports you. For example, I used to love coffee, and coffee can have a heart-opening, actually grounding effect as well. But for many of us, we notice we have heart palpitations, or we feel like it's a high or too high, and then a big low afterwards when the coffee kind of leaves your body. And so for me, I cannot drink it because it just gives me the spike, and then the high and the low, and that just creates for me in my day too much too many ups and downs, and so it doesn't feel very supportive to my system, because either I'm super awake or super tired. So then I stopped drinking coffee and I started drinking black tea, and still I felt like I don't know, I still feel weird. So for a while now I've stopped any of that in the morning, and just had herbal tea and water with lemon in the morning, and I've just felt so much more stable with my mood, and also with my energy and my level of being awake, so to say. And the only thing that I've used, because I was so happy that Magic Mind, which is a great company, contacted me again. I've worked with them before, and they invited me to try out another round of their really cute shots. And there are adaptogens in the shots, there is matcha in the shot, and so I have always this little pick-me-up that I drink around 12 after my morning routine, after my walk, after I got started the day. And it's like a little juicy, but it's not super sweet, it's just really energizing. There's not much fruity stuff in there. It's really all powerful little superfoods, I would say, that help you get energized, get focused, but stay relaxed without the super spikes and super lows in the day. So I can just really recommend it to you if you want to try it out. I just had one and I find them really, really delicious. So Magic Mind, thank you. And there's a code for you here if you want to try it out. You get some discount, and yeah, that's it. So let's go on with what else. Also, music for me can feel really grounding to get into my body. Sometimes, I make a playlist of 3-4 songs in the morning that I dance to, so that I actually feel my body. And you don't need to be a pro dancer to just dance around your apartment, no matter if you're a man or a woman or whatever gender you relate to. It can be something that really helps you connect to your body. Yeah, just even understanding, okay, how do my shoulders roll? How does my belly roll? How do I use my legs and my feet? And just being in your body without being in your head, without thinking about the movements, but just really connecting to your body for a few minutes. It's already enough. People always think you need to do stuff for an hour or so. Honestly, if you just dance for a song for 3 minutes or what, that's already super powerful. So that helps to get into the body, to connect with your body. Even I do it after breakfast, because sometimes in the morning After I've eaten, I feel like I need to move my body, because if I sit then on the computer, it feels like I don't really digest and feel myself being full. So that's when I put on a song and dance a little bit, because it really feels, or I take a walk, because it really helps me connect my stomach and my mind, realize, okay, I'm full, I'm satisfied, you know. So that's really powerful on many levels, and all that really supports your mental health, because by connecting your mind and your body, you know, you're kind of like building, you're building this bridge that is really important to synchronize and balance out the connection. Because when we're a lot in our head and don't move enough, we are worried, we're anxious, we even keep a lot of energy linked into the body that actually would feel so much better to be released. So sometimes when we get panic attacks or anxiety, best thing you can do is move your body a little. It doesn't need to be high-end movement. It can be gentle movement, but it really helps to release some energy that is, you know, caught up somewhere in your body. And you will feel afterwards like relief, you know, because when you're also when you're moving your body and you're also thinking, it can connect, and maybe it doesn't feel so full on anymore in your head, and all the overthinking is calming down, because some of the energy moves down into the body. Yeah, so when you feel yourself overthinking, I would really recommend you to just get up, put on a song and move a little. Or I do sometimes clean up my apartment, because I do something with my hands, and then the energy that is in my head goes into my hands, and it feels like meditation. So meditation can be so many things. It can be a walk, it can be cleaning your apartment, it can be anything. Yeah, so I just want to invite you to get creative and feel into what makes me feel grounded. What is it for me? Because I can tell you so many things, but at the end of the day, I am not you. So I want to just encourage you to feel into, wait, what are my things that feel really good for me to ground? So for me, like I said, it's also music. Music for me is can be grounding if I choose grounding music, right? So that's, for example, things that are you know, deeper, not so high pitched, slower, so my nervous system calms down and I, you know, feel myself. Often things that are emotional in a way, can be uplifting, can also be sad, you know. It just helps me get into my body and feel myself. Again, what is it for you? I don't know, you have to find out. Okay, so what else? Being in the body. Even the things that you dress in. So if you have a lot of synthetic materials, maybe you don't feel as good as if you have like more natural materials that you dress in. Yeah, it really depends on what you need. What shower gel do you use? You know, it's like, how can you create a more sensorial experience on a daily basis that makes you feel good? Because then you also feel more inclined to, you know, be in your body if you treat your body well in a way. Or you can use body lotion to kind of like, you know, massage your body. And what else? I think this is a really overlooked topic, but really important to really get in touch with your body, care for yourself. You know, the food you put into your body, is it whole foods, or do you always eat out? Do you always have like ready-made food, or could you make like some good veggies, some root vegetable to get into your body, something warm that makes you feel like, you know, like I feel myself, I feel comfortable, comforted. Is there a warm drink that you like that makes you feel connected to your body? For me, it's always chai tea for some reason. You know, like those little things make a whole difference. Especially if you're somebody who's always in their head, if you're a little bit floaty or a little bit, you know, dreamy, then how can you bring yourself into the body? Especially with the last few videos that we talked about, trusting yourself. You need to be in your body to feel yourself, to trust. Because if you're just up here, you don't feel yourself. You're not connected to your whole power, and your whole power sits in your body. Okay, so it's really important to, when you feel you're overwhelmed, when you feel you're in your head, you're overthinking and being in the same circles again and again, you need to bring your energy down into your body. And that happens through some sort of action with the body. Same thing, what are the things that take you away from your body? Is it watching 24/7 Netflix? Is it overdoing YouTube? Is it drinking 5 cups of coffee where you feel like so far away from yourself? Is it smoking weed every day? What do you do that takes you away from being in your body, and why? Because when we want to get out of our body, it's often, like I said earlier, that we don't feel safe in our body. And that's sometimes hard to admit, right? Like for me, I often didn't feel safe in my body growing up, and I didn't know that. So when I found that out, I was like, no, cannot be. I feel safe in my body. There can be denial of that as well. And then admitting it can be a big step. But once you admit it, you kind of, again, take your power back, because you realize, oh, I haven't felt safe or comfortable in my body. Yeah, so that can be for so many reasons. So maybe journal out a bit why, because when you admit the truth to yourself, this is the moment when you are able to be empowered again. You're empowering yourself, actually, because you then can take action, to feel more safe in your body. So I do and did the things that I just shared with you. I went to my own somatic therapy through my own healing journey. And there's always still things that come up for me. It's human. It's not about not having it anymore. It's about having the right tools to regulate yourself when you need to.